And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. So the Pelicans win the tip. It's stolen by Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Oladipo. Back to Jackson. Left side Jackson. Outside George. Now here's Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Now here is O'Neal. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Outside, Davis. For the three. Left side, Davis. And it's Indiana's ball. Outside, Jackson. Back to George. Launches it. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Alvin Gentry. The shot's good from Paul.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. There's the pick. Here's Oladipo. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Davis. Back to Holiday. Paul outside. And he lobs it up. It's tipped. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Oladipo with the ball. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
He really made that mismatch pay off. The defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
Now here is Davis. Outside, Davis. Count that one.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Here's Jackson. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now Oladipo gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Pass to Holiday. Davis with it. Now here is Davis. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Oladipo. He has 5. Smits. Outside, George. And the Pacers another 3.
It is so hard to contain. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Back to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Right side Davis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Right side Jackson. There's a screen. And here's Oladipo. Now here's Oladipo. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Holiday. And here's O'Neal. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Now Paul. Outside, Davis. Hands it from downtown. He has 5. Indiana leading. And here's Jackson. Right side, George. Here's Oladipo. Launches a 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Davis with it. He has 5. Back to Holiday. Pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Jackson. Oladipo with the ball. Pass to George. Pulls from the top of the key. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. The Pelicans trail. Here's Davis. 8 points for him. O'Neal with the rebound. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to George. Here's Jackson. Now Jackson. Back to George. Lots of room. And Davis pulls it down. Here comes Drew Holiday. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now here's Paul. Now here's Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Mashburn. And it's off from 3-point range. Outside Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. Now here is George. Outside Jackson. And Paul over to help. O'Neal with it. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First one falls for him. The Pelicans making a switch here. O'Neal hits them both. And here's Holiday. Pass to Paul. And here is Davis. Blocked. But he gets it back. Fast break. Here they come. O'Neal. Now here's Paul. Outside, Davis. Here's Cousins. Outside for Davis. Randall. That's tipped. 5 on the clock. Now, here's Oladipo. Right side, George. Outside, Jackson. Now, Oladipo. And the Pacers another 3. Holiday with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And the Pelicans making a change here. Pass to Paul. Paul, right side. Cousins with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Person. Here's Person. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Cousins. Clock at 6. Wesley. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here's Indiana. 15-point game. Here's Rose. Count the bucket. Here's Gordon. Ball outside. Ball left side. That's good from 17 feet away. 5 points in the game.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Down by 15. Randall. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now here's Jackson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Rose. Person. Tipped away. And stolen by Gordon. Now here's Cousins. The turnaround. Shot is blocked. Now here's Rose. That's good.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Now Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Wesley. The shot. Outside Gordon. Misses off the right iron. Here's Indiana. The lead is 15. Back to Hibbert. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. And here we go with Chris Paul. He's got 5. Cousins. Baseline try. Cousins inside. And the shot is good. And the Pacers with possession here. Goes up on top. Outside Jackson. Person. Back to Jackson. From the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. Ball outside. The fader. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Pacers. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Rose. Person. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Here's Gordon. The three-pointer off the mark.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
That's good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Pass to Anderson. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. And here is Paul. And here are the Pacers now. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now Stevenson. Person shoots the three. And that one's good. 5 points in the game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Paul outside. Gordon up on top. Pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler down low. Misses in close.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And he makes good on the layup.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
And here's Gordon. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Back to Anderson. Pass to Gordon. And here's Anderson. Outside Gordon. Here's Stojakovic. For three. And that one's good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Stevenson. They set the pick. Blocked. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. 6 to shoot. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And he gets it to go.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Here's Davis. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 10.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Schrempf with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now here's Jackson. Here's Williams. Outside Williams. Great look there, but off target. Clark, it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
You know, the chances, Kevin, of that happening are extremely slim.
Here's Davis. Pass to Anderson. Jacks up a three. Shot denied. Here's Williams. Throws down the breakaway jam. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Davis. Back to Anderson. Tries it from 9. Here's Stevenson. Right side, Jackson. Now Stevenson. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Schrempf. The three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. Now here's Davis. 10 points for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
That's good. 12 points for him.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Pass to Schrempf. Now here's Stevenson. Back to Schrempf. Now Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Stevenson. Fades. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You can't let someone of his skill go unbodied at the rim like that. Box him out. Get him away from the basket. He'll make you pay with tip-ins like you just saw.
Here's Stojakovic. Steps back and drains the jump shot. And the Pacers call time here. And the Pelicans making a change here. Here's George. He's got 7. Oladipo with the ball. Now Oladipo. Clock at 6. Back to George. Here's O'Neal. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. 8 points for him.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Davis. Back to Holiday. Here's Davis. Outside, Davis drills the three-pointer.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Now, here's Oladipo. And here's George. Makes the lead pass. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Pelicans really having a tough go here. Holiday with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Left side, Davis. Left side, Davis. Pass to Stojakovic. Now here is Davis. 6 to shoot. Stojakovic. Mashburn. There's the 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And something else he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him.
Here's Stevenson. Back to George. Oladipo with the ball. Here's Stevenson. Elbow shot. And that one hits back iron.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Pass to Davis. Now, here is Stojakovic. Mashburn. And another 3 for New Orleans. Here's Stevenson. And here's Oladipo. Pass to George. Now O'Neal. Back to George. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Stojakovic can't get it to go. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Oladipo. Now, here's Stevenson. Now, here's Stevenson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And that one's good. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. It's a 16-point game. Holiday left side. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Oladipo. And it's good. He's got 13. And the Pelicans with the possession. Outside, Davis. Back to Holiday. Stojakovic. And the Pelicans miss again.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
Here's Stevenson. Pass to George. Here's Oladipo. Oladipo, good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now Davis. 15 points in the game. Can they get it? And he gets it to go.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
And here's George. Stevenson with it. From 15 feet away. Stevenson with it. And that one's good by Stevenson. And here is Davis. Left side, Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana. Stevenson with it. Right side, George. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
14 feet away. Now here's Stevenson. Outside, George. Now here's Stevenson. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. He has 6. Here's New Orleans. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Davis. Right side, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Mashburn. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Oladipo. He's got 16. Right side, George. Now Oladipo. Back to George. Stevenson with it. Pass to George. Right side, George. They get it back. And here's Stevenson. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Pacers. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. And here's Indiana on the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Jackson with it. Five to shoot. Oladipo hits it from three-point range. 19 points in the game. Pass to Davis. Back to Holiday. And here is Davis. Ball outside. 18 feet out. Cannot hit. And here are the Pacers now. They lead by 24. Their biggest margin. Now here's Jackson. Oh, that's blocked. Now Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. Three-pointer. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Holiday. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Davis. From 18 feet away. No luck. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside, George. Jackson. Outside, Jackson. Here's Oladipo. Pass to Jackson. Misses the three.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
The finger roll finish at the bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Smits, back to O'Neal, and he gets the bucket. He's got 10.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lets it fly. Holiday gets the bucket, and the Pacers call time here. Now Jackson. Pass to George. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The 19-footer is on the money. 9 points in the game so far. And the Pelicans with possession here. Outside, Davis. Right side, Davis. The tray. And he gets it to go.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. Smits. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Outside Holiday. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now here's Jackson. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Mashburn. Back to Paul. Outside Holiday. And that one goes long.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Oladipo with the ball. Pass to Jackson. Right side Jackson. From 15 feet away. And again, it's Indiana converting. Holiday with it. Davis. Backs in with the shot. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Outside Jackson. Pass to O'Neal. And the shot is good. 12 points for him.
And one other thing, you know, I like his vision when he's posting up. Being able to score down there is just part of being an effective post player. You got to punish him for doubling up on you, too.
Left side, Davis. Holiday with it. Mashburn. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Davis. Here's the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's Jackson. He has 5. Oladipo. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 21.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And here is Davis. Now Davis. Backs him down. True on the 14-footer. 6 points for him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Outside Jackson. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Now George. Here's George. No good from outside. And here is Davis. 18 points for him. Pass to Holiday. Now here's Paul. Paul with the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And here are the Pacers now. Pass to Hibbert. Back to Jackson. Here's Hibbert. Here's Person. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Straps in the tray. He's got 8.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Paul outside. Pass to Gordon. Fires the 3. And he's able to get it back. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Here's Jackson. Here's Person. And here's Rose. Unloads. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Paul with the ball. 7 points in the game. Eric Gordon on the wing. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. And he gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Rose. Lays it up and banks it in. And so it's New Orleans with it. Now Gordon. Back to Cousins. It's rebounded by Indiana. Here's Person. He's got 8. Jackson with it. Pass to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Blocked. And here's Gordon. Paul with the ball. The floater. And again, Chris Paul. 11 points in the game.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Person with the bucket. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Paul with the ball. He's got 11. Wesley. Back to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. On offense, here are the Pacers. Outside Jackson. Here's the screen. Person with the bucket. He's got 12. Now here's Paul. 13 points in the game. Stolen by Jackson. The kick out to Rose. Clock at 6. Tries again. Hibbert slams it back in. So it's the Pelicans now. Now Gordon. Wesley. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line. And the first one at the line is good. The Pelicans making a switch here. And he makes both free throws. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Back to Hibbert. Pass to McGinnis. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And here are the Pelicans now. Paul outside. Wesley. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Pacers. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And so it's New Orleans with it. Back to Gordon. Pass to Chandler. Outside Gordon. Now here's Anderson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Here's McGinnis. Here's McGinnis. Back to Schrempf. Pass to Rose. 3 on the clock. Picked him clean. Here's the break. Wesley. There's the block. Stevenson with it. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Williams. Rose with the ball. 6 to shoot. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Wesley. They set the pick. Off the screen. Left side, Gordon. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Pass to Schrempf. Here's McGinnis. And again, it's Indiana converting.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Now, here is Stojakovic. And here's Anderson. And he gets it to go.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
There's the pick. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Williams. Can't get it to go. And here's Gordon. Wesley. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Rose with the ball. Outside Jackson. Pass to Schrempf. There's the screen. No good. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Holiday. That's good. And here are the Pacers now. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Schrempf. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Now Williams. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And the Pelicans making a change here. They set the screen. Jackson. Good on the triple.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Anderson. Back to Davis. Now Anderson. Now Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. The high post shot. That one goes. Count it. Here's Oladipo. And here's Jackson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Schrempf. And the Pacers another 3.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Paul. Now Davis. Now here's Chandler. Back to Anderson. From deep three-point range. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. The Pelicans making a switch here. Now Jackson. Right side Jackson. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Back to Davis. From 10 feet out. And it's rejected. Oladipo with the ball. Pass to George. Now Jackson. They set the pick. 4 on the shot clock. McGinnis. And again, it's Indiana converting. And it's the Pelicans' ball. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Paul. And here is Davis. Right side Davis. Fade away. That's good. And here's Oladipo. Outside, George. Pass to McGinnis. The reverse. It's blocked. Leaps for it. Now here is Holiday. Mashburn. Off target from outside.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, here's Oladipo. Outside Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Paul. Get the lead pass. Davis up top. Holiday with it. Back to Davis. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. And the Pacers with possession here. Now Stevenson. There's a good screen. And here's Oladipo. Pass to Person. From downtown. Now Stevenson. Goes back up. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Left side, Gordon. And again, no good by New Orleans. So it's the Pacers now. Shot to end this cold run. They get it back. Pass to Stojakovic. Bangs home the trifecta.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Oladipo. Back to Hibbert. Here's Person. Takes a 3. And he gets it to go.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And here is Davis. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 20 points for him.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Oladipo. And Williams backs in. And it's good off the glass.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Now here's Gordon. Pass to Cousins. Pulls up on the wing. Pacers with the rebound. Stevenson with it. Williams with the ball. Cousins is there. The jump hook. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Pass to Rose. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And the Pelicans with possession here. Wesley. Now here is Stojakovic. And here is Cousins. Hibbert pulls it in. Now here's Stevenson. Pass to Rose. Now Stevenson. Here's Person. 6 on the shot clock. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And here's Gordon. Stojakovic. Outside Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. Now Stevenson. no problem for him. Victor Oladipo